I'm Jim Vickers, editor of Ohio Magazine, and it's my pleasure to bring you along on this art-inspired road trip through Southwest Ohio. Ohio Magazine has been sharing the beauty, the adventure, and the fun of our state for more than 4 decades. And this year we've teamed up with Ohio Find It Here to hit the road. Today, we'll take you to a museum known as the Art Palace of the West when it opened in 1886, a Cincinnati restaurant where the culinary and visual arts meet, and a park that's home to over 80 monumental sculptures. So hop in, buckle up, and let's hit the road. In the late 19th century, art museums were a new thing, especially as far west as Cincinnati. After 5 years of fundraising, the Cincinnati Art Museum opened in 1886, and today houses more than 67,000 items covering 6,000 years of art and art history. The collection includes one of Vincent van Gogh's final paintings, as well as Andy Warhol's colorful Pete Rose. The museum also has an outdoor art climb. Located at the corner of Gilbert Avenue and Eden Park Drive, the art climb invites visitors to ascend 9 stories as they pass by sculptures along the way.
The Cincinnati Art Museum was actually founded by women. The Women's Art Museum Association formed here, and they really championed the need for an art museum in Cincinnati, which was rapidly growing at the time.
Next, it's on to the more than 100 public murals scattered throughout Cincinnati. Each offers a nod to the city's people, heritage, or history, from the plight of the last passenger pigeon to Kenner Toy Company's pop culture contributions. You can browse a list of murals at artworkcincinnati.org to find your favorites. Visual art meets fine dining at Metropole, a restaurant located within downtown's 21C Cincinnati Hotel. Chef Vanessa Miller's menu focuses on local and seasonal offerings with the goal of creating a social experience for guests.
I think as a chef, when you work for a company where art is a priority, it's a mandate to have a little bit of fun. I think a lot of times I've worked in restaurants that the focus is really on the bottom line and making sure that, is this dish cost effective? Does it, make sense for the business? But here there's really a lot of weight is given to the artistic approach to cooking and making sure that it hits all of the buttons, including that.
The hotel, which is also a contemporary art museum, features site-specific works created by contemporary artists, as well as a world-class collection overseen by museum manager Michael Hurst.
21C is first and foremost a museum with a hotel attached to it. Started in 2006 when our founders, Steve Wilson and Laura Lee Brown, realized that their art collection was getting so much attention. They decided to create a museum, but instead of just a typical museum or gallery, they opened up one that was attached to a boutique hotel, which offered a lot of new possibilities of seeing art that typical museums don't allow you.
Cincinnati is also where you will find the Taft Museum of Art, a small museum housed inside a home from around 1820. Once owned by the Taft family, it is where William Howard Taft accepted his nomination for president in 1908. From there, we head up Interstate 75, about 35 miles, to the city of Hamilton in Butler County. Pyramid Hill Sculpture Park and Museum has a mission of showcasing art and nature. The more than 300-acre park is home to over 80 monumental outdoor sculptures displayed among rolling hills, meadows, lakes, and hiking trails. Even better, you can explore it all behind the wheel of an art cart. Spend a few minutes cruising around and you quickly begin to see the appeal.
We are almost 25 years old. Next year we'll celebrate our 25th anniversary. It started as the home of Harry T. Wilkes. In your travels around the park, you may have seen his house, the Pyramid House. He bought the land for the Pyramid House, built the house up there, and as he was decorating the house, he fell in love with ancient sculptures.
The park also has an ancient sculpture museum that hosts Greek, Roman, Etruscan, Syrian, and Egyptian sculptures dating back to 1500 BC. Continue north a little over 40 miles to visit the Dayton Art Institute. The Leo the Lion sculpture out front originally stood at the city's Steele High School. Head east 20 more miles to get to the town of Yellow Springs and Village Artisans Co-op. The colorful shop is a great place to pick up something unique before heading home. Check out our website and join us as we head out on more Great Ohio road trips.